Moving to Charlotte, hold on. This city isn't what it looks like on the surface. Most people show up with the wrong expectations. That's why I'm sharing 13 things you need to know before you move. One of them might even make you want to move again. So let's start with the first one. Charlotte is not a small town. People expect Charlotte to be slow, rural, or outdated. People think it's just sweet tea and trees, but my friends who come from LA, they're always like, wait a second, this is Charlotte? This is not what I thought Charlotte was going to be like. One of them even said, this totally looks like a scene out of a movie or a magazine because it was just so clean and charming. When people come to visit my neighborhood, especially if they're not from here, they're like,
ooh, this is nice.
So Charlotte feels really structured and clean. It's not loud or flashy, but once you're here, you totally feel it. It's very different than other cities. So yeah, Charlotte's better than people think. But the big question is, can you actually afford to live here now? Number 2, it's not cheap anymore. You can get a house in Charlotte for $300K dream. Not so much anymore. Charlotte's no longer the cheapest place to buy a house. People still kind of think Charlotte's the super cheap place where you can buy any house, and I hate to break it to you, not anymore. I lived in Highland Creek, and the house that I grew up in would now sell for the mid 500s. So what your money would get you depends on the location. $600K in Highland Creek gets you a 4-bedroom house, 2.5 bath with a yard. And in South End, that might get you a townhome or a 1-bed condo with no yard and a view of a parking lot. So here's the thing. It's still way more affordable than other places like LA or New York City or Miami. And you can still find some great deals if you know where to look, but it's hard. So many people miss the price drops, the builder incentives, and homes that never hit Zillow. That's why I created the Charlotte's Home Watch List. Tap on the link in the description if you're interested. Or if you think you're going to be alone when you move here, let me tell you about our next thing. You're not going to be alone. It's a city of transplants. So nobody's from here, and that's kind of the best part. Most people here didn't grow up in Charlotte, and that makes it a lot easier to settle in. A lot of my friends didn't grow up here. Like, I'm one of the few people I know who actually grew up in the Charlotte area and still lives here. People are friendly and genuinely curious about newcomers. You go to the gym or the dog park and everyone's like, where are you from? Not in a nosy way, but just kind of in a friendly way. That's the vibe. I always tell people, if you're willing to show up to 1 or 2 things, you're going to find your people. So people are cool, but what do you actually do with them once you meet? Let's talk about the fun stuff. Number 4, Charlotte has something for everyone. So whatever you're into, Charlotte's got a version of it. People are actually kind of surprised by how much Charlotte has to offer. People love to talk about Charlotte not having a culture or excitement, but it's here. You just have to look one layer deeper. The Whitewater Center is a favorite, but not just for adventure, but for chilling too. You could go to the Whitewater Center and do like a family picnic or a friend picnic, or you can go to concerts there just to decompress. Neighborhoods, so if you live in communities, Highland Creek, for example, they have a lot of their own events such as food trucks, movie nights, HOA holiday related things. It is really active. They have a run club, they do their own marathons. So like there's ways to get involved. There's also tons of shopping options. I love that you can find Korean skincare in stores and a candle bar in the same plaza. I mean, there's so much range. But what happens when you're out late and suddenly starving? Let's talk food and why you better eat early in this town. Number 5, restaurants close early. Don't wait till 10 p.m. to get hungry. This is in LA. One of the things I always forget is that places close so early here. Like, don't expect to go out to eat after 10 o'clock. Back in the day, late night eats for me could have been the Waffle House, but now, honestly, in this economy, I'm just going to a Harris Teeter or a Lowe's if you're fancy, picking up some food and cooking at home. And by Lowe's, I don't mean the hardware store. I mean the other one, the new fancy one. And also, Mr. Tokyo is my go-to sushi spot, but don't play around. You order all you can eat sushi, finish it. They're not playing with you. They are going to charge you for each piece you don't eat. So eyes, stomach, same size, keep them together. There's this hot pot place in University. It's nothing fancy, but I'm absolutely obsessed. It's in the University area, and it will literally change my whole day when I go and eat there. And it's so fun to do. It's so good. If you like hot pot, go Go try it. It's delicious. Okay, so maybe the food shuts down early, but want to know something that stays open? The lake. The lake invites. Let's talk lake life. Number 6, lake life is a whole vibe. Lake days are a regular part of life here. Someone always have a boat. It's giving beer, boat, and good weather. That's the whole vibe. If you don't have a boat, you'll find somebody who does. That's just kind of how it works. There's always a boat. There's never an occasion where one of my friends can't just say like, hey, do you want to go sit out by the lake and, just grab your folding chair, Bluetooth speaker, and you're just chilling on the dock like it's a resort. Even if it's not getting in the water, it being by the water resets everything. It's like the water makes people nicer, I swear. So yeah, lake life is real life, but how do you even get there if you can't walk anywhere? Let's talk about our next thing. Number 7, you'll need a car. Like, really. You can't just get around Charlotte without a car. It's not very comfortable. There are pockets that are walkable, like South End and part of Noda, but the second you leave that bubble, you're driving. You can look at Google Maps and it'll say like 12 minutes, but it lies every time. The way the roads are designed are kind of confusing. Charlotte roads are just like, why? Why are we doing this loop-de-loop thing? Why are there so many roundabouts? This is in England. Who designed this? I one time had a friend who was visiting me, and this is kind of when roundabouts first started popping up. And poor thing, she'd never driven a roundabout before. And she had to call me to guide her out of the roundabout. She just kept going in a circle till I finally was like, follow me around. It's like going straight, but just kind of go around. Roundabouts can be confusing. Anyway, there's traffic and construction. It's just part of the deal. They're always building something. It's like the city's in a constant glow up, which is great, but also move out of my lane, please. So just plan around it. The good news, once you've got a car, you can get out of town. And trust me, where you can go from here is half the fun. Number 8, you're 4 hours from everything. If you get bored here, just drive 4 hours in any direction. Charlotte makes it super easy to get anywhere. Mountains, beaches, big cities, small cities. I can be in Atlanta in 4 hours. I can be in DC in 6. I can be in Charleston in 3. That's what makes Charlotte really amazing. Weekend trips are a thing. You can do Asheville, you can do Charleston, you can do Atlanta, and you can all be back by Sunday night. All this driving around is great, but what happens when the weather flips the script on you? Let's talk about the very unpredictable Charlotte forecast. Number 9, the weather is mild and wild. We all get 4 seasons, but sometimes it's in the same week. We will have random snow in March, but no snow on Christmas. It just keeps you guessing. My little brother once asked Santa for snow, and well, that was the one year we got just a little. He was really excited. He was making snow angels in like a dusting, but he thought he'd received his true present, and that was pretty cute. But just as quickly as it came, it melted just as fast. The pollen in spring, it is no joke. Everything turns yellow. You'll walk outside, your car is just covered. You don't even need to be parked near a tree. And you're like, why? How is it so yellow? Humidity is real, especially if you have hair that reacts. So just go ahead and carry a hair tie with you. Summer will not play fair with your hair. So the weather's a bit chaotic, but you want to hear something even weirder? You cannot buy liquor at a Target here. Number 10, no liquor in grocery stores. You can't buy liquor in grocery stores here. You can only buy beer and wine, which is, kind of weird to people who move from almost anywhere to here. If you want to get some tequila, you got to go to the ABC store. You just walk in and it's quiet. No music, no vibe, just shelves and fluorescent lights. If you're going to go on a Sunday, you're going to be totally let down. The ABC store might not open at all on Sunday, but if it does, it doesn't open until way afternoon. Go ahead and Google it before you go. Now that you've got your bottle, better be ready to share, because Charlotte, we're serious about our sports, even when we're losing. Number 11, sports fans are intense. My brother has seasons tickets for the Panthers game every year. And I'm like, why do you keep buying them? We don't even win. And he's like, well, at this point, it's tradition. He says it's a rebuilding year. every year. The loyalty is kind of delusional, but it's kind of sweet too. A newer sport for us is the Charlotte FC. The games are packed. You think they've been around forever, but they're actually still pretty young. We may not win at everything, but the city still rallies behind all of our teams. It's like, we know we're not going to win a championship, but we're still going to be there because it's fun. We show up for our teams, even when they break our hearts. But you know what else we show up for? Each other. Let's talk Southern hospitality. Number 12. Southern hospitality is very real, y'all. People wave at you here, and not because something's wrong. People will wave at you in your neighborhood, and you're just supposed to wave back. That's how it works. When I first moved here when I was young with my family, we're originally from New York, and 3 houses on the street at the time, one of our 4 neighbors waves at my dad, and he was like, oh, okay. So he didn't really wave back that first time. And then as he gets back, they're waving again. And he's like, why is everybody waving at us? Is there something wrong with this car? And it's not. People were just waving to be polite, say hi. We're just going to wave at you. You'll have full-on conversations with strangers in random places and for no reason. My mother is kind of the queen of this. You'll start talking to her, and before you know it, she knows their entire life story, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, and she'd only ask somebody like where something was. It's just normal. That's just what people were doing here. And it's not about being best friends. It's just about being neighborly. People just look out for each other. They'll say hi or check on your dog, or they'll help you carry something. Nobody thinks twice about it. So now we wave, we cheer, we host, but you want to hear something that still confuses everybody who moves here? So that's number 13. It's called Uptown, not downtown. So we don't say downtown, we say Uptown because Charlotte's kind of bougie like that. And that's kind of the point. Just let us have this. You're going to Uptown, Charlotte. So once you live here, it just kind of makes sense. You're going to say downtown at first, and it's fine. But eventually, you too will switch over. We've got Uptown, boats, pollen, friendly strangers, and a liquor system straight out of the 1800s. But once you settle in, you'll love it here. I promise. And if you want to see what houses look like and find some of the best home deals around, remember to unlock access to Charlotte's home watch list. Just scan the code or tap down below to get instant access now. Or if you're still on the fence or you have any questions about Charlotte, you can call, text, or email me anytime. I'd be happy to help. What you might not realize is there are so many fun things for you to do here. So I just made a video on the 13 best things to do in Charlotte. Check that out next. I'm Inga, your real estate bestie. Bye.